decided to do some cleanup, remove observables in signalHub, use type event. What this is about is that in signalHub, we currently have a mix of typed event, which I really like because you can just look in here and see all the types of events you can get for local, for incoming, for outgoing, and then you just create your interface and then say signalHub is a type of that. But this is mixed with some observables, and observables have to be created in a different way, and that makes the API for signalHub somewhat mixed because sometimes you use the init and on for typed event, whereas the usage of observables is slightly different. So I want to consolidate all the menu stuff into a new group. So here we have outgoing events. Let's pick menu events. So I think we can have a menu opened, and that can be a boolean. And then we can have menu topic, a string. That sort of handles this one, the page, and then I guess mode, menu editing, and others. Just that. And then we can have defaults, so we don't need these. Say that there's a menu group of type menu events. So now we just go replace any instance of menu opened. Okay, here in the menu manager, we were listening for this, but we can also just listen on yeah. And menu page, I think, where the topic is changed. Constant opened. Just remove the opened page and also change this to menu topic. Okay, so here we're inspecting value, which we won't have this because it's not a static thing. But since menu manager is the only one that ever needs to read its state, we can just make this a property of the manager. So we can say menu open boolean, and to start off with, if menu opened is false. So I don't think we actually need to use this combine thing. You can simply refresh based on any of these things here. So you can do subscribe to the value, whether it's open or not, and then this menu opened is equal to the value. It's a boolean. And then just call this render. And over here, if the topic is changing, subscribe to the new topic, and it will be, we need a browse topic, menu topic. So we need a menu topic. So by default, it's main. So with that, anytime we receive a message that's changing the menu topic or menu open, we'll re-render, but we set our own properties. And then instead of using it from the reading from the observable, we'll just read from our own properties. For example, render. So here we need to read our own property. So it's not going to be menu open from get value. It will be this menu open. Same thing here. Okay, so here we need to emit on the menu part that the emit menu opened value is value. Label menu opened. Let's look at mic preferences. let's go through these again. So this is okay. It's okay. This is okay. Yep. And this one open. Okay. So I think we can go to signalHub and we can this guy. Menu opened. Open does not exist here. Okay, in menu manager, this is alright. What's the next one we need to replace is under menu events, menu topic, which used to be menu page. Okay, so this happens a lot in switching the page in the other places. So for tools, instead of doing this, the new way will be signalHub, menu, emit, menu topic. The topic will be main. There's that. Then colors. Topic will be tools. Logs. Back to that. Passing the destination. Primitives. Tools. Okay, this one goes back to main. This one goes to primitives. This one goes to color. So I don't think we need the menu page anymore. Finally, we handle editing. So the delete emits an event for, oh no, it subscribes to editing. So we'll do this. Okay, so this is waiting for a signal. slightly different, but we'll do it this way. signalHub menu on editing, which is true or false. Subscribe to the value. So if editing is true, then this on, else this off. And it won't emit an event in the beginning, so it'll just be nothing. Switched on. That is fine. Transform, similar thing here. So if we're editing, then we can turn this on. Okay, that's one is tool. Selected tool, observables editing. What was this? Types, edit, mode. Oh, okay. Okay, so the it wasn't just whether it was on or off. It's the editing tool. So I need to switch this observable around a little bit. So go to signalHub. Screw it up here. So our message of menu editing. Currently it should be menu editing tool. It should be either transform or delete. This is how it is now. I don't really like it. Or it's the types of listening to menu editing tool, and then we only want to listen to value filter for when the value is equal to what is it? Delete. Same thing for transform. Okay, now what? So this, that, and going back to the tools, we have to listen for the selected tool. And under observables, did it have a default? I guess it was transform. Let's see, what does signalHub say? Created it, you had null. Okay. So then in the tools, this will just be null. signalHub init topic. Go back to there. Make a tool. We set the tool. Okay, when we on dispose, we'll say that the tool is unselected. So signalHub emit editing tool. We can just say that this is null. We set the tool. Select if there's a selected tool. And if it's the same tool, don't do anything. There's this tool, selected tool, background, tool name. Here we're setting the next tool name. Who are we emitting this for anyway? Who's listening to menu tool? signalHub, okay, delete. Okay, it allows you to receive in these separate modules to unhighlight and turn themselves off. So you have the tools picker, which is null, and when you select one of them, it sends a message over here. And if you go back, this page loads again, it sends a message. Or actually unload. Let's try it out. Menu still opens, still closes, mute, unmute, works. Then about logs, tools, delete. So let's delete that guy, delete that guy. Primitives, cone, grid, sphere, transform. Okay, so something's off about here. Both the transform and the whatever are still selected. Primitives still make things clearly. Transform, delete is switching the highlight. Setting the tools. Set tool to transform, set form to delete. But when I click here, one of them is still on. Okay. Oh, because we filtered it out, we're not getting the other message. So we can't actually do that. We need to receive the so if editing equals delete. Now we have to put it back where it was. And same with the transform. Can't use this. If editing equal transform. Now that should work. Which means that we can grab some more from signalHub, so we don't need this editing part. So now we can create a grid. Here's my grid, a primitive grid, cone, sphere. I'm gonna color something. Okay, go that color. That's this color. That's that color. Transform. Pick it up. Mirror. Pick it up. Scale. Rotate. Move. And then delete. Delete. Awesome. Okay, that's pretty good. A couple more to remove. It's the camera moved and head movement. Hand movement. Right. So why don't we make their own groups? Should head and hand be on the same group? They're kind of all movement. I think. Most of the time you want to group them and send them all together anyway. Sure, let's do that to begin with. So, expert type is movement events, and we'll have camera movement, camera moved, which is a payload of a pause route. Then we'll have hand movement. And this will have hand string and then pause dot. Then we'll create movement enter movement events movement enter events. So look for observables of camera moved. So scene manager. Here we're setting up, this will be signalHub movement, emit, and this thing is camera. Right? Who else is using this? Space broker. Listens for when camera moved and sends it out. So we'll change this. Of movement on. Camera moved. Just do that. Who else? Okay, here we're also sending a message, so this can just be like this. signalHub movement emit camera moved. Okay, I think that's all the camera moves. Two places, the camera setup and XR manager camera setup, they're emitting events into the thing, and in the space broker, we're reading from it and pushing it into the channel. Okay, so that's it. We're reading from it, throttling it, producing an event. So I think this is done. I think we can get rid of this. Alright, finally, hand movement. So let's look for hand movement, and that's XR manager is the only place that's doing the hand movement. Just replace this API, signalHub movement, emit, hand movement. It's the only place, and I don't think we're actually listening to it yet, but I think we can get rid of all the observables. Okay, I think we are done. Let's try it out. And we're moving, creating events. This looks right. If another person shows up, so they move around. Let's see this person. Oh, there we go. Good. Yeah, we see each other. Works. All right.